Well, hello everyone. You have right here is talking about drawing with Paw Patrol over here. But you talk about here, talk about with the grid right here. You about drawing a picture with the grid right here, and everybody may want to know too as to where if that's really the best and easy way of how to draw a picture though. But talk about right here. I'll go ahead and draw right here is a picture right here of the nose right here. And everybody might even say is toward, yeah, whenever you do start drawing, by the way, a lot of times besides freehand motion, though, that what do you really enjoy most about drawing right here? Is it really about maybe if it's the color, or like everybody might say, is it's also about the fact that yeah, whenever you're able to draw it into a grid, and that grid, of course, is going to be designed to where it's going to guide you toward how the character needs to be drawn right here. So you got these different, these different shaped boxes right here, and like everybody might say, that is to where, yeah, you go ahead and try to draw the character like if it's supposed to be like inside of some sort of grid or something like that. And so that's why it seems like is to where, yeah, you go ahead and if you're going to go ahead and draw freehand inside of an activity book and you're 102, that hey, that why do you think that maybe anybody would want to go ahead and draw in between boxes right here, like if that's supposed to be like a grid or something like that. And so you have right here the Paw Patrol right here, and everybody might even say is to where, yeah, using these different colors right here, and people might even say that, okay, yeah, you go ahead and draw the nose right here, but then you go ahead and if you want to go ahead and draw the eyes right here. You'll draw the eye right here. But at the time, it sure seems that way to where that you go ahead and draw the picture right here, the puppy dog right here. And everybody might say that, yeah, why do you think that a lot of artists would maybe prefer to go ahead and draw that way? Is it really because of the fact that yeah, whenever you look at a grid right here, that you actually look at how how it's graphed right here, like a way of how to be able to picture something before you actually go to the next vertical line and all that. So yeah, so you go ahead and start with the center. You go ahead and start with the small object, and then you go ahead and add a little bit more as you go. And so a lot of artists might even say is toward, yeah, well, for sure, if you know exactly what you want to draw, and maybe if you do have an idea about what you want to draw for sure, what you want to color, then you would go ahead and draw right here. And people might say is toward, yeah, well, for sure, that if you know for sure what you want to draw a picture of, then why do you think that you wouldn't want to go ahead and use a grid? And a grid to where it's supposed to guide you right here for how you want to draw the puppy dog right here. It's got Paw Patrol right here. But everybody might say is toward that whenever you look at a grid right here, that sometimes, and everybody might say is toward it, whenever you're done drawing the puppy dog right here, then you would have that toward it that you would actually see right here. You would actually see that these lines right here in the picture, and people might even say is to where, okay, yeah, you go ahead and draw the picture of the puppy dog right here for Paw Patrol, but still that, if you do draw the picture, how are you really supposed to tell? You got these lines and these grids in a way right here, but still. And everybody might say that, yeah, well, if there's really enough room for maybe for a collar or something like that right here at the bottom right here, but still, you got Paw Patrol right here. But people might even tell you that yeah, whenever you do draw a picture, by the way, that it sure seems that way to where that you go ahead and draw right here, draw in the grid right here, just because of the fact that whenever you do draw, that you're not exactly sure where you want to start drawing. If you want to go and start drawing in the center, if you want to go ahead and just draw an outline first and then go ahead and work your way in. But so you have right there is that, yeah, your Paw Patrol right here, and then you have right here eyebrows right here. But everybody might even say is to where, yeah, you go ahead and draw the puppy dog right here. I guess that right there is supposed to be Rocky. But supposed to be Rocky, but still, that you go ahead and draw a picture of for Paw Patrol, and I'll go ahead and try to get the other ear in there. But still, that people might say that whenever you whenever you draw a freehand, by the way, it sure seems that way toward it. Yeah, you go ahead and draw in the square boxes right there for a grid, just to guide you for how you need to draw and everything. But still, everybody might even say is toward it. Yeah, well, for sure, whenever you do draw like that it sure seems that way, that whenever you're done, and maybe if you want to color in the rest of the picture right there, and you're wondering, okay, how do I get rid of all these boxes, whenever I'm done? But everybody might even say is to where, well, you don't really get rid of the boxes. What you need to do is go ahead and draw the picture. But people might say that, okay, yeah, whenever you're done, after you're done drawing this picture right here, which you can go ahead and yeah, you'll use the grid to draw Rocky, but still, that just to solve the puzzle, and like everybody might say that, okay, yeah, what type of puzzle right here? But it sure seems that way, that yeah, if you want to go ahead and draw like a little collar right here, or maybe like a Paw Patrol hat or something like that, everybody might even say is to where, yeah, draw Rocky, and I like which one of them would be wearing a fire hat or anything like that. But yeah, go ahead, and if you want to go ahead and draw a hat right here, go ahead and draw them if they would be wearing a hat right here. But everybody might even say is to where, yeah, what the type of hat are we talking about? But still, yeah, I know it. People might even say is to where that, yeah, well, if you're going to go ahead and draw a hat right here, then people might even say is toward that, okay, yeah, that because that right there, it looks a little bit like a cowboy hat or something like that. But still, draw like that right there, and people might even say is toward it, yeah, go ahead and draw the picture if like if the puppy dog were to be trying to talk or something like that, Something like, yeah, so what exactly is it that I'm doing right here? Like, well, according to the picture right here, I'm like, it looks like that, yeah, the character is maybe posing in front of the camera or something like that. But still, that whenever you look at this right here, and people may say is to where, okay, yeah, you put a grid right here, but still, that you draw a grid right here, but I'll go ahead and draw right here's the whiskers right here. I'll tell everybody too that whiskers seem to be pretty complicated to be able to draw. By the way, I'll about to tell everybody that every time you think about the whiskers right here, and you're thinking as to where, okay, yeah, is it all about drawing the line right there, going outwards, or like everybody might say that no, well, what you're supposed to be doing right here is like, yeah, use your imagination and draw the whiskers. It's like if it's actually to where that, ways of how you can draw whiskers right here, and everybody might even say is to where the ways that you can draw a whisker right here will be is toward it to look at outward, and just an easy straight line stroke right there. But still, talk about it's like understanding about Paw Patrol right here. You got right there is talk about drawing of the puppy dog.